Hi, I'm Jonas, and I'm a game designer and programmer. I fell in love with real-time strategy games 20 years ago when I first played Dune 2. Since then I have loved playing all the classic real-time strategy games from Command & Conquer and Warcraft and Starcraft to Total Annihilation and all the other classics. But when I played the current generation of real-time strategy games, I just wasn't really enjoying it as much. So I thought a lot about what I really wanted from a real-time strategy game, and I finally decided to make my own. The game that I wanted to make had to be based on three primary ideas. One, I wanted it to have massive battles of hundreds and maybe even thousands of units. Two, I wanted to focus on strategy and tactics rather than micromanagement. And three, I wanted to make it really easy for all your friends to join the battle. So this game, it's called Conquer Mars, and it's set in the year 2075. And by this time, humanity has been really busy building thousands of mines on Mars. And all these mines are shipping raw materials to Earth. You're gonna play as a commander in one of many corporations which fight to control these mines. When you control a mine, you can use its resources, you can build a drone army, and you can go to war. Real-time strategy games are all about making you feel as a powerful commander. But to feel powerful, you need a large army. And in Conquer Mars, you'll be commanding hundreds of individual units. And take a look, this is what that looks like. So the battle that we saw here had over 500 units, and it's chaotic, it's a lot of fun, and battles like these happen many times during a game Conquer Mars. And one of the great things is, because of the strategy in Conquer Mars, even if you lose hundreds of units in a battle like this, you may still have a chance to win. The year is 2075, it's the future, and camera drones are hovering above the battlefield, giving you perfect vision of everything. That's why in Conquer Mars, you're not just limited to a tiny view of the map. You can fly the camera drone all the way up and view the entire battlefield. The camera drones are also constantly counting all the enemy units, giving you a lot of intel. You're also intercepting their communications, and you can see all this information in the top bar of the game. This is essential to the strategy in Conquer Mars, because you can see the strength of all the different players, and you have to team up against players who are starting to dominate. This also means that micromanagement is less important in Conquer Mars, because manipulating the other players can have a huge effect on the game. We wanted to make it really easy to access Conquer Mars. This is why it's a browser-based game, and it really loads in just seconds. Conquer Mars is also free to play, which means that if you want to play together with your friends, just create a game, send them a link to it, and they can join right in. Because Conquer Mars has limited micromanagement, beginners can also join the game and have fun almost immediately. We also save a replay of the game, which you can share online for everybody to see. Conquer Mars is free to play, it's definitely not pay to win. We have a premium membership, and with that you can afford all the units in the game just by playing Conquer Mars regularly. But we know that a lot of you really want to own your games. This is why for this Indiegogo campaign we have a permanent premium membership, and we also have the option so you can unlock all the units in the game, both current and future. Building Conquer Mars has been a huge task, and it has taken us many months building our own 3D multiplayer game engine. But there's still a lot of work to do. We need to finish the basic gameplay, everything surrounding the game. We need a challenging AI and map editor, the replay system, more units, balancing, and tons of polish. And that's just to mention some of the things. So if you want to help support us and make an awesome real-time strategy game come true, then please take a look around and see if there's something that fits what you want. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them. Thank you.